Naturally, a lot of attention on social media is focused on the twin flame union, that is, a lasting relationship. Many people wonder if this is even possible. Yes, it is possible, but as I have said many times, it means quite a bit of hard spiritual work. Plus, whether someone will be with a twin is a personal choice for each of us. The twin flame is often a projection onto the other person. We think they doesn't want to be in an alliance, but the truth is that everyone involved needs to clear emotional blocks on the way to a healthy partnership. Because twin flame is a spiritual relationship, it involves both personal and spiritual developmental tasks and includes not only the current incarnation, but probably hundreds of others. We see how difficult it is to even realize something like twin flames, let alone enter into and maintain a relationship. Why exactly is this so difficult? One reason is to see that a twin flame is something special. It is a connection of tremendous power, a very intense energy, designed to serve not only ourselves, but many other people and environments involved. We are taught that we can have everything. We just have to have money, which is not that hard to do in today's world. You can't buy a twin. It's impossible to get someone without putting personal labor into it. However, if something requires a lot of labor and effort, it is impossible not to lighten it. The twin flame should not only be appreciated, but also lightened. Because a twin relationship offers incredible benefits and a strong energy boost for healing, cleansing, destruction, and new construction in a much better way. We must realize that not all people are privileged to have a twin. While many people berate this connection at some point, it is certainly a privilege. It is also worth noting that not everyone will be able to handle this combination. So if you're affected by this, then it's time to evaluate yourself. You are an exceptionally strong and brave soul. Having gone through this process, it is impossible not to appreciate the union. Most people don't need to make the effort. They can take the path of least resistance if they don't want to. Twin flames kind of have to get their asses up because doing nothing just causes unbearable pain. Finally, because of this, we decide to take some steps towards change because we don't want to stay in limbo. We don't want to experience that unbearable emptiness in life. We don't want to stay in an unsatisfying relationship, etc. People who don't have twin flame may go their whole lives without realizing that any changes are needed at all. It takes them a lifetime to realize what's going on. What if everything was presented to you on a silver platter, and for Gemini, you didn't have to put any effort into it at all? If we had everything presented to us like this, there is no way we would be able to appreciate it. Since I have the opportunity to observe many twins, I know there are those who have been or are in the so-called union. And not since yesterday, for sometimes it's been decades. Remember, being in a relationship with someone doesn't always mean being in a relationship. What happens to these people? Did they live happily ever after, and all is well forever and ever? That's not an option. And in that relationship, for example, third parties show up, there are all the problems that those who are not in a union struggle with as well. This happens because somewhere in these few decades, someone got lost, forgot the value of love, and fell into a rut. He has forgotten why he is doing something. Problems that come in the form of a lover, for example, are a wake-up call, a reminder, hey, wait, remember how much labor it took you to be together? Do you remember the value of it, what it taught you, what's at stake? Because it's definitely not just being with someone and not worrying about anything. Problems don't magically disappear when you're with someone. Yes, it's easier in a partnership. But that partnership also needs to be taken care of. A union is not a mythical stopover that we strive for and then we can rest. Being with someone is just as much work as achieving something, relationship, union, because we must value love itself. Look at the tremendous value it has. Very often, because of routine or ignorance, we simply forget the value of the twin flame, or we don't know about it at all. If the game was not worth the candle, what is happening would not have happened. We would be reminded that love needs to be cared for and nurtured, no matter what stage we are in. Until we realize this, there will be distance and even reluctance in us, but little can change. We need to take care of ourselves as well as this loved one if we are willing. We appreciate it, and it is easier. The more buts we have, the harder it is to come to terms with some things. And we must not forget the responsibilities of the twin flame and the feelings of the other person, no matter where we are in life. Twin flame is about constant labor, constant effort for personal and common good.